So here's Laurel Pond Park. This is the fishing dock. So there's fishing, the lake is stocked every spring, and there's nature trails, and here's one of the disc golf holes. And it's easily accessible because there's a main road here coming into the housing area where all the residents are, and then there's two main roads over there. There's grills and picnic areas and benches and a playground and a pavilion and a lending library all around the fishing pond.
Before COVID hit and the parks were closed, we actually went there quite a few times, especially while I was pregnant. It was a really nice walk there, let Z play, and I could rest and then walk back.
Why is Laurel Park a key public space in our city or base?
It is a place where people can congregate to do, I've seen birthday parties there, fishing because it's a catch and release, frisbee golf, picnics, and then there's a nice playground that is safe for pretty much all ages. The paths to be able to go do kind of hiking type of thing around the pond itself.
What are the unique features of this public space?
One of the unique things they actually just recently added it is they have one of those mini libraries where you can take a book and put one back.
The lending library thing.
Yeah, being able to just go fishing right there next to the playground. So
what key activities and events occur throughout the year in this public space?
Honestly, I don't know, other than being able to do the fishing. The catch and release fishing is like the biggest deal out here, because I've seen like individual picnics and birthday parties and stuff.
If you could change two things to improve this public space, what would you change and why?
So two things that I would change. One of them would be to add more playground stuff for kids to have a little bit more diversity. If the frisbee golf and the nature paths were better maintained.
So how often do you guys go to the park?
We go about once a week, more during the summer than during the winter.
Right.
We like to go fishing, we go hiking. I play disc golf with the kids. It's one of the only improved outdoor recreation places on this side of the base. There's other ponds on this side of the base you can fish at, but it's not, the other ones aren't very family friendly. This one has the fishing dock and everything. It has a hiking trail through the woods with a few older nature signs. It has the disc golf course, it's got the playground, so it's very balanced for families and everything. So the pond is stocked with fish every spring, which is nice. So it's good fishing for anybody from ages 3 up until older. Because definitely the lending library, the pond is kind of the central feature.
For sure.
It has a fishing dock on one side for younger children to be able to use. It has a boat launch on the opposite side that you can get canoes from Outdoor Rec and launch those on the pond to canoe and kayak on the pond. It also has, like I said, the nature trails and the frisbee golf course that kind of weave back and forth together. They actually hold a fishing derby there every year, at least once a year, sometimes twice. The Environmental Flight does their Earth Day celebration there. The New Jersey State Parks Department and different vendors and things to set up educational booths for the kids and do displays. Squadron functions are pretty common. Family functions are actually very common. The disc golf is run by the Outdoor Rec section, which is just down the road. So you can go and check out discs from there as well if you don't have your own.
If you could change two things to improve this public space, what would they be and why?
Some more improvements to the bank of the pond could definitely be beneficial. There's a lot of edges that get a little bit steep and eroded a little bit.
Right.
So some curbing along the edge or something like that to help with erosion and help with children close to the pond would be nice.
Safety, yeah.
A bathroom building would definitely be nice. They have a portage on there in the summers.
This is the Judith P. Hainsworth Memorial Park. And it's got a very large soccer field area and a playground, and it's surrounded by trees and walking trails and pavilions with picnic tables and grills and a basketball court. And another soccer field with like actual goals. And this park is right in the middle of a housing section, and it's the main road of the housing section runs right alongside the park. And there's a parking lot right there and a parking lot here. And then another main road, so it's at a crossroads here. There's another main road that goes to the other side of the housing development.
So how often do you go there with your family, and why?
Times a week. We go to that one because it's furthest back from the road, and I like that for like toddler age. Also, we have a lot of friends who live in the houses that are like across from it, so we all meet there. I think it would be a key space because it's got the most surface area for kids to run and play. They've got the soccer courts, they've got some basketball courts, and then it's one of the bigger playgrounds. So it's got the most space for the kids and the swings. Not all of the parks have swings.
What are the unique features of this public space?
The swings. There's the little kid play set and the big kid one.
What are key activities and events that occur throughout the year in this public space?
So pre-COVID, they do quite a few activities in that big field in front of the park. They have done a couple of like family fun days where they have an ice cream truck, normally like one food truck that does like hot dogs, and it's free for residents. You get like a ticket for each member of your family. And I know the Girl Scouts planted flowers there. They did all the new trees that they planted. So they definitely do a lot of family activities there.
If you could change two things to improve this public space, what would they be and why?
Okay, so might be unpopular. I would do rubber mulch.
Okay.
It's like sandy over there. The mulch gets splinters with kids like falling in it, also like the eating it. So I would do rubber mulch. That's the one thing. And what's another thing? It gets pretty buggy over there in the spring because it backs up to that like tree buffer, and there's like kind of like a marsh in it.
Yeah.
So I know that they spray, but I would probably spray more frequently.
So this is actually Amp Guard. That's the name of it. I always tell people it's kind of like real life D&D. So it's a sword and sorcery styled medieval combat, culture, and sciences organization. So we're called Eastern Pine Camp.
Yeah, so how often do you guys meet and why?
Yeah, so we meet about 3 times a week at the park, and then one time right now it's virtual for the arts and sciences.
Why is it a key public space in our city/base?
So I think both the Dick side and the McGuire side, and then now FCN, they all have like a park to their own for the people. So Falcon Courts North, that's their main space. So it's a big soccer field. It's relatively close to their community center.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got 2 pavilions there and a grilling station. So it's a lot of open area and a playground. The unique features for us, why we use it, is because it's got the pavilion, so it's protection from the rain and stuff. There's a grill there too, so eventually we can start having parties.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so we like the open field just for like the combat aspect, and then we actually just did a quest in the forest.
So what key activities and events occur throughout the year in this public space?
We did a painting class outside.
Oh, cool.
And I think we've done some armor making. We did pottery in person before too. And the cool thing is we open it to the public. So you'll see my name, like I'll post it on the spouses page. The main ones would be, we have coronation, which should be in every January or something like that. And then we have mid-rain, which should be around, we're doing it in April this year, because typically coronation or mid-rain would be a 2-day event. So it's Saturday, Sunday, or might even be Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. And you would all bring tents and stuff. And you just have like this big party.
If you could change 2 things to improve this public space, what would they be and why?
I would add permanent bathroom facilities, kind of like Doughboy, because they have that, and like a water.
There's no water
area.
fountain?
No, I don't think there's anything there.